You've got your outline sketched, and now we're going to put the background in. It's really important that we start with the background first, because then that allows us to build up detail on top of the sky. So we're going to put a sky behind the tree here. We're going to use watercolours. I'm going to put my sponge in the water, but I want to squeeze out any excess water. So you want the sponge to be damp, but you don't want it to be dripping wet. Now there are 2 blues in the palette. Sometimes you can work just with one blue, but it's quite nice to actually use both blues at the same time, and you really do need to press quite firmly to pick up enough of the paint. Once you've done that, we're going to start to work the sky in. Now when you put the sky in, always work the sponge horizontally. Now because I've used 2 colours, you can see the stripy effect. Now that might be an effect you want to keep, or if you just work the sponge over again, you can blend those 2 tones together. I'm not sure if you can see, but that pencil outline of the tree is still there. So we can use that when we start to add our painting on top. This side, sometimes we can turn the paper around, it's easier to just pull that out. If you run out of paint halfway, that's okay. You might just need to dip your sponge back in the water, get it damp again, pick up a little bit more paint and add that in. And then that, if you do long sweeps, will blend in to the rest of the areas that you've been using. If you use the sponge, you'll see that the paper starts to disintegrate and you pick up little bits. As long as they're just small, that's fine. As the paint dries, they'll just fall off. But that's telling you that you've either got too much water or that you just need to finish what it is you're doing and allow that section to dry. So that's how we put in a large flat colour using the watercolour and sponge.